Okay, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Dan. Today, because I'll say I was kind of inspired by my sister-in-law Cheryl. She made some zucchini pancakes or something. I'm going to make something similar. The zucchini, it's pancakes, you want to call it fritters, whatever. But I've got a couple of special ingredients that will be user-friendly to people on a Weight Watchers regimen, what diet, whatever. So, without further ado, it's only a few ingredients. Let's get to it. But before we do that, I got a couple of editions of some more kitchen artwork, compliments of my daughter Stephanie. This is called an iron shroom. It comes from the Zelda game kind of deal, but yeah, she did that all by her little lonesome. And there is a Tabantha wheat. She also did that. So that should add it to my collection. I've got some other stuff hanging on the wall I showed you guys. But if you're interested, I do have a link on my page here. Just drop down the info box and it's right there. She does some really nice stuff. Okay, not only do I have surprise ingredients, but voila, look, we're by my pool, huh? Nice sunny day in Florida. I figured I'd spread the wealth and spread the warmth. So let's get to it. Okay, so here is the main ingredient. That's our zucchini. There's two medium zucchinis in there that I shredded up by hand with the box grater. Should show you with the box grater. Somebody asked me what the heck a box grater was. Okay, here I got a couple of eggs. We're going to beat them up and add them to the mix. These are some green onions or scallions. It's about a half a cup. Here, this is something that's not really included in the recipe, but I do it for flavor. That's my Mount Olive diced jalapenos. This here is one of my secret ingredients. It's flour, but flour goes in the recipe. But the secret ingredient with this, I hand ground some red lentils, which makes this kind of user-friendly to Weight Watchers because it ends up being like zero. So that took a little while. It took about 20 minutes to grind that much. This here, salt and pepper. That's a bowl we're going to mix it in. I got the racks back there. And there's one more surprise ingredient that I'm not going to show you yet. Okay, one thing I do want to show you guys right quick. Same as always, drain the excess liquid out of the zucchini. And how you do that is you shred it up or cut it, whatever recipe you're doing. You sprinkle a little salt in it, stir it around, sprinkle a little more salt, and let it sit for 20-30 minutes. This has been sitting for about 20. So then you can also just give it a little push like this. Try to get all the excess moisture out of there. And then into the big bowl. We're going to mix this up, huh? It's a little difficult. I'm not used to working on this lower table. But that's okay. This is all. I wanted to come outside today to show you guys some nice weather. So here it is. Move this off to the side so I don't spill it nowhere. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just add all of our ingredients in there. I'll put some of the scallions. That's a half a cup. I'm mixing all of those in there. Now, if you don't have scallions, you can use regular onions if you like. You can use any kind of onion. Just dice them real fine. That's that. You know me and my jalapenos. That's going in there. That's not part of the recipe, but that's Mr. Dan's angle. Same thing with the other stuff I got. That's like a surprise here, okay? Let's beat up the egg. Pour that in there. Boy, this smells good already. Wow, I'm smelling the jalapeno. I just happen to like my jalapeno. So, and then we're going to put 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Make sure it's the powder, not the salt. I almost confused those two today. Anyway, this is pretty straightforward. But yeah. And we're going to mix this here all together. Move this over here. And salt and pepper, we'll add that in a little bit. So we're just going to mix this. Now the thing with the flour, that's in case this mixture is really too wet. You don't want it sopping wet, because the more moisture you got in there, the longer it's going to take to cook. Number one, you won't get nothing crispy. If you want it a little crispy, it's going to take forever. So if you can get this perfectly dry, probably leave it sit out for 24 hours or so. I don't know. Only kidding about that. So see, this is still wet. So what we're going to do is sprinkle a little bit of the flour, just a little bit. And this is, like I said, this is my red lentil flour. Might change the color a little bit of the zucchini, but I don't care. And the reason I'm doing this here is, you know, because Penny's she's doing really well. And sometimes it's just hard to get a recipe going. You say, oh, I can do this, but yeah, but then if it's regular flour, it's too many points per tablespoon, per teaspoon, per whatever. So I'm making my own, trying to help things go, help her along. And it came out pretty good. It's took me, like I said, almost 20 minutes, I guess, to do it. I had to do it in little batches. I had a handheld blender, and I said, the heck with that. I put the big gun out, and then it started going along a little quicker. But anyhow, this is quick and easy. Just add a little bit more flour, because it's pretty nice consistency right now, but I want a little bit more control, a little bit more drying up. And if you do it this, they said, you know, I wouldn't add no more than maybe a half a cup of flour, no matter what. Because see, it's going to be a little wet anyway. You can't control. You got the egg in there. Plus, you still got moisture from the zucchini. You got moisture from the onion. You got moisture from the pepper. Okay. All right, just a little bit more. Okay, that's all I'm putting in there. Because I had less than a cup, and I got just a little bit less than half a cup. So I think we're on target here. Okay, so you mix this up. Oh yeah, that's a lot better right there. Yep. All right, so now I'm going to sprinkle a little salt and pepper in there. One thing, I thought I had everything prepped out, you know, so I didn't have to leave the table, but I got to go get my cooking spray. Anyhow, just finish mixing this up right quick. It is a nice day though today. It's I don't know, it's about 11:30. Trying to get this done so when Penny comes home she could have something to munch on. But yeah, but it's a nice day. But it's starting to get a little warm out here. Okay, let me go get my cooking spray. Okay, guys, here's my other secret ingredient. It's sun-dried tomatoes. That's all diced up, really tiny. And I did that mainly for, I like the flavor of it. That's what mainly what it is. It's just for the flavor. And we're just going to mix all that through so you can see. That way you get a little taste of a little nice sweetness. Nice sun-dried tomato. Okay, as soon as this pan's still heating up a little bit. But we're just about there. And this, for you guys that wonder why when I say the knuckle buster, see, this is a manual hand. You grate stuff on it. This is the side I use to grate up the zucchini. Okay, so we are ready to grill. I was just informed by Camera Girl that I got to be more gentle pushing my buttons because it's shaking. I got my stand going. So, sorry if I got anybody dizzy. Okay. So, I'm going to take a spoon, like about this size here, like a little ladle, okay? And just make sure you mix your stuff each time here. And then we're going to give us a little, I don't know if you guys can hear that little sizzle going on there, but it's just a little sizzle, not a lot. That's the reason I use the grill, because I wanted to try to cook as many of these at one time, so I didn't have to stay by the stove forever and a day. And it's a nice day outside anyway. I'm making these a little bigger than I planned, but that's okay. We're going to eat them anyway. Now you can eat these whether they're hot, fresh off the griddle, or you can eat them when they're a little chilly, room temperature. So I'm just going to put a couple more of these on there, and I'm going to let these cook about 4 to 5 minutes just on one side. I mean, these are pretty wet still, but I ain't going to overload the pot. So anyways, let these cook a bit and I'll be right back. Okay, just flip my first one over here. Now we're going to try another one. That's what we're looking for, people. Look at the color on them bad boys, huh? And that's about 5 minutes, actually, of cooking time. There we go. Well, I think Penny's going to like these. And she's off today, so she's actually the one that hung those pictures I showed you my daughter gave me. Her artwork is simply beautiful. Look at those. Do they not look good? You guys have to love this. It's cooking. Cooking 101. Okay, guys, that's the last three. See this one? I just dumped the bowl in there. What the heck, you know. But anyway, I got these cooking. Let me show you the other ones. They got a total of 9. I probably could have got 10 if I'd have made them a little bit smaller, but, you know. Okay, so as you can see, I set them on a paper towel to cool. Look, that color's nice. It's a nice dark golden brown. I can't wait to dig in. Okay, guys, tell me that don't look good. Woohoo! All right, we're going to meet you at the taste test table now. Okay, Mr. Dan here at the taste test table. This is my rendition of the infamous zucchini pancakes. Thanks again, Cheryl, for your getting me all excited about making these again. But I mainly wanted to really try this with the that's Penny's knockoff of the horsey sauce there. That's delicious. But let me taste one bite. Let me rinse this first, huh? This is a zucchini pancake my way. Let me try this here. All my little flavors are in there. The onion, the sun-dried tomato, the jalapeno. Oh, this is delicious. And this is a nice little, you know, you can, if you can get zucchinis all year round, I guess, but this is a light summertime thing. Great side with any meal. You could eat it by itself. Eat it next to some scrambled eggs. It'd be good. Anyway, this is Mr. Dan saying you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Share with your friends, enemies, I don't care. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. You hit the little button. Pop a bell, you hit that. You'll get notified each time we put a new video up. So right below the video box is an arrow down button. You hit that. That'll give you a complete description of the recipe, ingredients, and how we cooked it. It'll also give you a link to our Facebook Cooking with Mr. Dan page. Also a link to my daughter's wonderful artwork site. You know, I showed you guys in the beginning there. I got 2 more additions to my kitchen artwork. So At any rate, stay hungry, my friends. And when you are, come back and we'll give you another delicious dish just like this. This is Mr. Dan saying stay safe and don't forget to wash your hands. This is Mr. Dan. We are out.